allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is A.J. Francis, and I am the best heel in the business with the best choke slam in the business. And I
Right.
will be the very next TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Now, in TNA, we don't say heavyweight,
That's
but
right.
I'm making heavyweights great again,
That's
right?
right. That's right.
We used to run this industry,
Yep.
you know? We're losing our recipes, right? We used to run this industry. It used to be an industry of giants, and now it's full of little boys in little pants, and we just can't do it anymore. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of these guys being 5'8", 137 pounds with bricks in their pockets, soaking wet. These guys are world champion. No, I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm making heavyweights great again. Okay, like we got some good heavyweights in the world right now. We got some good ones, real heavyweights. Bronson Reed, fortunately,
Yeah.
hurt his foot, bro. He's out for a little while. Speedy recovery to that brother. But short of Bronson, you got guys like PCO heavyweight. And you got a bunch of guys that are heavyweights, real heavyweights. Moose, real heavyweight. He looked good though. He honestly looked too good to be a heavyweight. I'm gonna call him a light heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's
He a
like,
little too mean to be in that. A
yeah,
little
yeah,
too lean.
yeah, he like 250, but he did look. He looked too good. He looked too good. So
It's a
I'm
good
gonna call him a
250.
light. We talking about real heavyweights. We making super heavyweights great again. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's right.
300 plus, 300 plus.
Okay, so let's start there. So you mean like, you're trying to make heavyweights great again. So growing
Hmm.
up, I mean, who were the guys that you were looking at as the best giants and the best heavyweight?
Oh my God, Yokozuna, Undertaker, Kane, uh, you know, Big Show, these the guys that Kevin Nash. I steal a lot of stuff from Kevin Nash. Like, I steal a lot of stuff from Yokozuna and Undertaker.
Yeah.
Bam Bam Bigelow, Vader, real heavyweights when men were men.
That's
You
right.
know,
That's
you
right.
know, back when men were men.
So Rey Mysterio messed it up then, right? When he won the heavyweight
No,
title.
no, no, no. See, there's places and times for Ray.
That's
You
right.
know,
That's
Ray's
right.
the greatest luchador of all time. That's the thing about wrestling is there's things for everybody. You know, we can't we can't have all heavyweights.
Right.
We're not going there. But
Right.
what we are doing is we're making heavyweights matter again. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We're
Right.
not we're not just side acts. We're not guys you put in little clothes for your little ha-has and hee-hees. Okay? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're real competitors. We could really run this industry again, you know?
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of guys that are very good, that aren't super heavyweights like me. But me personally, I grew up in the time when there were so many big guys
Right.
that like
Right.
that's the style that I wrestle like. I wrestle like a big man.
Hmm.
Like even some of the big men in wrestling today don't wrestle like a big man.
Yeah.
You know, there's a difference. That's one of the reasons why they'll put me in a match with last week I had a match with Ricky Morton. I
Yep.
had a match with George South.
Yep.
I've had matches with PCO. You
Yep.
know, all the guys that are, their best years were 80s, 90s, and then these are the guys they put me in the ring because they know that they can trust me with those guys and they know that I can work that style. That's the real style of professional wrestling. That's the thing that's been lost over the last 20 years.
Very true.
Um and not to say that there's anything wrong with the style that some people wrestle. Like Shawn Michaels doesn't wrestle like a big man. He has
Right.
his own style. But go watch Shawn Michaels wrestle Yokozuna. Well,
Goat.
go watch that
I mean,
match.
Shawn Michaels to me is listed as one of the goats.
You know
So
what I'm saying? Go
yeah.
watch that match, and you'll see how a big man is
Yeah.
supposed to
Shawn
work.
Michaels Undertaker, one of the greatest
Shawn
people of
Michaels
all time.
Undertaker.
Yeah.
Go watch it.
Yep.
Shawn Michaels Diesel. Go
Yeah.
watch it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Go watch it.
Classic.
Go back and watch it. That's how big men are supposed to work. That's
Yeah.
how it used to be. And I'm glad to be, at the forefront of making that, a I don't want to say trendy, but at the forefront of making that like new style because it's not new. It's
Yeah.
just nobody does it anymore. Short
Right.
of guys like Bronson Reed,
Yeah.
nobody does it. So that's why I think what I do stands out so much. That's why I think when I go to TNA. I get a lot of the reactions that I do because my when you see me in there, it's completely different than everything else you're gonna get. Like I'm a heavyweight, Moose is a heavyweight, but we don't work the same at all.
No, not even
You know what I'm
close.
saying?
No.
When I worked a match at an indie show with Moose in Canada, and I was like, bro, like why are we doing all this? He's like, yeah, yeah, let's do it. Yeah, come on, we're gonna do it. I'm like, come on, Moose, relax, bro. We're both big. Let's work big.
Yeah,
He's
we
like,
got
no, he's like, no, listen, I'm gonna give you a superplex off the top rope. I'm like, they're doing that in the match before us, Moose.
yeah,
He's like, yeah, but we're bigger. It'll be better. I'm like, Moose, you're missing what I'm saying. I don't want to take this fucking bump, bro. Like,
right.
come on,
Yeah, like
right?
I'm trying
And
to
then,
do all
yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's I am intentional in my words. I'm the best big man in the business. I'm the best heel in the business. I got the best choke slam in the business. That's why I got a TNA World Title match. A year ago, I was a fucking laughing stock. A year
I
ago,
was gonna bring that up. I'll let you. I
a,
will give you the floor.
a
Talk about
year,
your
a
talk about the
year
transition.
a year ago, people would have assumed that I would never wrestle again. A year ago, people thought that my wrestling career was over. A year ago, all I heard was how terrible I am, what a joke I am. That's all I ever heard, right? Even though I can't control that the only matches I ever had
Right,
were 3 minutes long,
right, right.
I can't control that. I can't control the fact that I never got a chance to cut promos.
Hmm.
I didn't just become a good promo this year. I just started being able to cut them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Got
You know what I'm saying?
opportunity.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying?
It's like slamming. It's like slamming in the NBA. It's like talking shit about a bench player that don't get no minutes. It's like,
Yeah.
how do we know he's trash
And
if he
meanwhile, and
didn't?
meanwhile, that same bench player will go to LA Fitness and give you 50.
Right.
You
Exactly.
know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing. It's like I tell people all the time, it's like when I was in WWE,
Hmm.
I felt like they wanted me to be a backup offensive lineman. I'm
Hmm.
on the team, but we
Hmm.
don't really need you. We only need you when we need you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
At TNA, I'm a fucking quarterback.
That's right.
In the ring,
That's
in the
right.
locker room, in the media, everywhere.
Yep.
And I prove it each and every week. So I'm glad that the opportunities I've been given in TNA and this Friday for the world title against Nick Nemeth, it's the biggest opportunity of my career, bar none. And I have nobody but the people at TNA and Tommy Dreamer to thank for making sure this happened. And I'm going to give you a little tidbit of information nobody else
Yeah.
knows yet.
Yeah. Let's
Uh,
go.
the, you know, the he didn't even tell me this. I found out through Tommy.
Mhm.
Nick Nemeth was the one that wanted to work me.
Oh, really?
Nick Nemeth
Huh.
said he wanted to work me. Nick Nemeth worked with me one time in a tag match. It was me and KC versus him and Joe Hendry. And
Okay.
he came out of that saying, I need to work something with AJ.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
like, Nick Nemeth, one of the most respected wrestlers in this business. We go,
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy said that after working with First Class that he got his confidence back. Jeff Hardy said that.
Party.
Matt Hardy stands on that for me. Rey Mysterio will stand on that for me.
Those are Hall of Famers, man.
Come on, man. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. PCO,
Yep.
Rhino.
Yeah.
These guys will stand on that. Tommy Dreamer will stand on that for me. Mark Henry will stand on that for me. Booker T will stand on that for me. So it's like, why do I give a shit what some loser in the comments thinks? I don't. I'm the best heel in the business. I'm the best big man in the business, and I'm making heavyweights great again.
I mean, what kind of stupid shit they be saying in the comments? What be getting you going?
Man, it don't be getting nothing be getting me going. I just be clowning them. See, I grew up in the era where if a nigga crack a joke on
Yeah.
you,
Come
you
back.
crack a joke
That's
back.
right. Come right back.
I
Clap
grew
back.
up, I grew up chubby.
Yeah.
I got
I
the
did too. I
jokes.
mean,
I
still
got
am,
all
but
the
like
I got
did
yeah,
too.
me too. I
We
got
so we
all
had to
the
be extra good. We had to
yeah,
be
you
better
had
than everyone else.
and you had to be ready at all times. Because at any time a nigga could say you sweat gravy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
oh yeah, what'd you have for breakfast? The whole
Right.
cow? Like,
Right.
come on, man. The jokes don't even be funny, but because they fat jokes,
Yeah.
everybody get
Everybody
their
laugh.
giggles out. So
Yeah.
all right, cool. So now I'm at your head top. So you say some corny shit in my mentions. I'm a flame broil your goofy ass. And then now you mad. Now you mad. You started it. I was minding my business. I be here minding my business, and you jump in my mentions
Yeah,
trying to be slick. You trying to be funny, but you came to clown school trying to joke.
yeah.
You in the wrong place.
Do you think that helps you too? Because your mic skills are, I think, are very underrated. Do you think that helps you with the mic as well?
I mean, yeah, I mean, my mic skills are the best in the business. Don't nobody want to talk with me. Go back and look. Every person who's ever said some slick shit about me
Hmm.
or talked about me out the side of their mouth, and I responded, go see what their response was. It was either nothing or they deaded the situation. I'm the Kendrick Lamar of wrestling, of the wrestling business. I'm the one that when you take shots at, you gonna regret the outcome that comes back.
Yeah.
You know
I
what I'm
mean, is
saying?
that Kendrick Lamar or is that more like Eminem?
I mean, today is Kendrick.
Yeah,
You
true. I
know,
mean, Eminem though is one of them like you don't even want to like.
15 years ago it was M, but M's not really involved in, you know what I'm saying? Like M murdered Benzino and Ja Rule and all these different guys, so now people know not to mess with M. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? But Kendrick is the new one of those,
The new age.
and I don't even agree with all the stuff he said about Drake. But at the end
Right.
of the day, like
But it sound good.
it got people on his side. It got him
Yeah.
one of his biggest albums ever. It got him the Super Bowl. So it's like,
True.
you know,
True.
and
And
this is my Super Bowl. Me
so
versus
while
Nick
we're
Nemeth for the TNA World Title is my Super Bowl.
so while we're talking about hip hop, something that I seen you tweet a while back that really resonated. So in NXT, they've been incorporating like diss tracks. They've been letting them get free with that. Trick Williams
Mhm.
one, Ethan Page did one back, and that's something like I think you said something along the lines they never even let you do that. That's something that bothered you?
I mean, I made a music video every single week for 2 years,
Hmm.
and zero of them were put on TV. So, and then the one time that it was actually used, it got 1 million views in 8 hours. And then it was for a match against the OC.
Yep.
We lose to the OC. AJ Styles gives me a phenomenal forearm, and then it's done to the
Yeah.
wind,
That's it. Yeah.
never to be seen again. So it's like, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I feel like the thing is when you're on the cutting edge of something, people don't get it until later. People
Yeah.
don't get it.
That was one
When
of those.
when when I had Alex twerking on top of Joe Hendry, people people was like, get this ratchet shit out of wrestling. Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
hip hop doesn't belong in
I,
wrestling.
hold on. What the hell? Who calling me? I don't know. I'm back. But yeah, get this ratchet shit out of wrestling. Oh, I saw the comments. Oh, it smells like Newports on my screen. I saw all that racist shit. I seen it. And then a month later, Sexy Red was doing the same thing on
Same
NXT.
thing. And did it again. Like they
And
did it
then
one time and then had
come
her
on,
host
man.
the show in St. Louis
Come
too.
on, man. I
Yeah.
brought Bun B to TNA.
Yeah,
Come
that's
on,
funny.
man.
Yeah.
Block Boy JB to TNA.
Yeah.
DJ Who Kid was there when I debuted at TNA.
Yep.
This is what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to put hip hop in the forefront of wrestling. But the thing is like when you're not the person that they want to be doing that,
Yeah.
is how is you're not going to be able to get those opportunities.
Yeah.
Me, if you ask anybody that was in Hit Row, we couldn't believe that when they did the show at Rolling Loud,
Hmm.
that we weren't a part of that. That was a perfect. That would have been a
Perfect
perfect
incorporation.
perfect
Yeah.
collaboration between the two companies, perfect incorporation on how to do everything. And I get it. We weren't as big as the Street Profits. We're nowhere near as big as Bianca Belair. I'm not
Mhm.
saying they shouldn't have been there. I'm
Right.
just saying we could have been there too.
Right.
I'm
Exactly.
saying
In addition.
when they brought the Migos to the show, we
Yeah.
was there.
Right.
We was just in catering. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's opportunities that could have been granted to
Yeah.
that would have helped us out. But the thing is like that's their company.
Mhm.
They can pick and choose who they want to do with whoever they want to do it with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like my thing is not even the fact that I'm upset that it happened. It's just I see it.
Right. Right.
I see it. I see how I literally did a diss song every week for 2 years that was never incorporated, and now Ethan Page is doing diss
Ethan
songs.
Page. Yeah. Yeah. Not even.
Come
Yeah. It's
on,
like
man.
I figured that was something that would bother you because like I seen it
It
after
don't
the fact.
bother me. It don't bother me. In fact, it
Mhm.
invigorates me. It lets me know that I'm that nigga
Yeah. Because I
because
mean,
I
it's
was trying to do
something.
that 3 years ago.
Right. And now they doing it.
And
So
now everybody's doing it, and everybody's talking about,
now it's
oh,
cool.
this
They
is
finally caught
cool.
up,
Yeah, yeah, they catching up to me. You
catching
know what I'm
up. I
saying?
like that.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Like,
you brought up,
shout out
so
Trent.
you brought up Hit Row. I really, before we
Mhm.
get back to the match coming up Friday. So you got to be proud of BFAB right now. Like they
Absolutely.
finally gave her the opportunity. She's in the United States tournament. I mean, just speak about them finally giving her the opportunity. You got to be proud.
Bro, I've been on the record for years saying BFAB, all she needed was an opportunity and she was a star. Once again, people are finally catching up to me, what
Yeah,
I'm saying. I've
yeah,
been BFAB's biggest fan for years. People forget that the reason that I got heat in the first place was because they fired BFAB and I stood up for her.
mm,
Nobody likes to bring that point up. I'm
yeah,
the asshole that everybody hates. That oh yeah, yeah. But I'm also the realest nigga in the room at all times. When B-Fab got fired, ask her who stood up for her. Ask Ashante who stood up for B-Fab.
yeah. And
They know.
both got a fresh start.
Go ask them. Ask them who stood up for her. And clearly, I was right because she's still there and
Yeah,
she's doing everything. She's doing the same thing she's always been doing. She could
yeah,
talk her ass off. She can wrestle. Her new theme music is her rapping on the song.
yeah.
She didn't, it's
I don't think a
all the
lot of people
same.
even knew that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the thing is, like, people are years behind the things that I'm saying and doing. So
Mhm.
when I say it and do it, I'm crazy. I'm an asshole, right?
Right. That's how it works.
It's so funny to me. Like, I, I get hate and I get run through the mud because I stood up for BFAB. And now people are like, oh, wow, BFAB's great.
Yeah,
She's
she's
been
great.
great.
Yeah, great match. Great,
She's been great.
Right.
Like, that's not, this isn't new. She's been great.
Hmm.
So that's why it's like, to me, it's like, I'm proud of her and happy for her. We
Hmm.
talk all the time.
That's good.
Like, we talk all the time. Me, her, and Ashante, we talk all the time.
That's
Like
good.
I could not be happier for her, and I'm happy for him too. He got the little love triangle situation going on. He clearly needs some milk, but he got the love he got the
Yeah, I've been on
Ashante
record.
Ashante said if it ain't snowing, he ain't going. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it's feeling like right now. I've been on record talking about that storyline, but hey, as long as he's on TV,
Yeah,
I'll
shout out
take it.
him.
Shout out to him. But
Shout
you got
out
a big
him.
match coming up, man. Just talk about your
Yeah.
opponent, Nick Nemeth. You got a big match coming up. What are you expecting to get? What do you want the fans to take away from it?
It's a full circle moment for me.
Yeah.
Because I watched wrestling religiously as a kid until I was about 14, 15. Because around that time, I was playing football, basketball, I was acting in the plays, and I found this thing that most wrestling fans never find, and it's women, right? So I was involved with women. And I found things outside of wrestling that I really enjoyed. So, I fell, and I didn't have as much time because, like I said, football and all the other things I was doing. So, and I was in high school, so I stopped watching wrestling from like 2005 till like 2000 and till like late 2010.
Mhm.
And when I got back into wrestling, the very first piece of merch that I bought as an adult, I bought it with my Pell Grant for
Wow.
while I,
Remember
yeah,
them
because I ain't had
days?
Pell Grant, I ain't had
Hell,
no money
Grant.
in college, so I bought it with my Pell Grant
Come on,
was the
Maryland.
yeah, come on, was the pink Dolph Ziggler show
Ah,
off shirt. It was the first t-shirt, pretty piece of merch I ever bought with my own money. And so for that to be the case, and then that was 2011. So for, almost 14 years later, you know, it's me versus Nick Nemeth
mm,
for the TNA World title
mm,
in Atlanta, you
mm.
know, sold out 2 days after
Sold
they
out.
announced the match.
Yeah.
Like what more could you ask for? What more could you ask for? Like this is the moment that I was put on earth for. This is my biggest moment, biggest opportunity in my career. And I'm going to show everybody that I deserve this opportunity. Nick loves to talk about stealing the show. Well, go back and watch the tape, brother. I steal a lot of shows. I definitely stole Slammiversary with PCO.
Yep.
Go back and watch the tag match on Thanksgiving night. It was
Given. Yeah.
me and KC versus Joe Hendry and Rhino. Go listen to that crowd, brother.
Yep.
Yeah, like go listen to that. I stole that show too. Like I'm a notorious show stealer, and I just don't get the credit for it because I'm not 5'9", 170 pounds from Britain. But but you know what I'm saying? If I was 5'7", 165 pounds from New South Wales, then I'd be the most loved wrestler in the world if I had all the same ability, right? But
Right.
because I'm 6'5", 320 pounds from Pioneer City, Maryland, and I really got it out the mud, you know what I'm
Represent.
saying? You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? I really got it out the mud. I really come from a family of hustlers. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? Like where you turn try to make a dollar out of 15 cent every single day. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? Like that's the thing is that people
They
don't
can't
even
relate.
know
They
they,
can't
they
relate.
they don't even know the lifestyle. They can't relate. They don't understand. So that's why it's like I need people to understand. Like my, I'll give you an example. This is a true story. My grandfather, Leon Mack,
Hmm.
he is 76 years old. He spent 45 of his 76 years on Earth incarcerated.
Mm.
Okay.
Man.
Um, so he got out, I want to say 5 years ago. He's 76.
Hmm.
But when he saw some of the things that these old timey wrestling commentator podcast losers say about me, at
Hmm.
76 years old, he was finna walk down on them niggas at their house. You see
You
what I'm
like
saying?
you like that.
We really, this is the kind of, you don't know who you messing with.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, yeah, you saw me on the TV show Most Wanted Treasures, and I'm the nice guy on there. Yeah, but I will rip your fucking head off in
That's
a
right.
second if you really test me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so that's why to me, it's cool to be the wrestler. It's cool to be the character. That's fun. It's a cool way to make money. It's something that I always wanted to do. I had a conversation with my cousin Bud, who also, has, done some, questionable decisions in the past. But I had the conversation with him in Thanksgiving, and he was like, "Yo, like, it's crazy. Like, you really wanted to be a wrestler. We was wrestling in the basement when we was 5, 7 years old. Like you know what I'm saying? Or when we would get on a trampoline, we wrestle on a trampoline,
So what
like,
I mean.
and you was 8 years old, 9 years old, wanting to be a wrestler, and now you do that. Like,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Like for him to see that, because people hear me say it
Right. Right.
and they hear me say it, but they don't really know me. They don't know me from when I was a kid. So when you on the other side of that, and he's known me since the day he was born, and when I used to put him in a fucking Texas cloverleaf when he was 5 years old. Shout out D Malenko, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Shout
So
out.
so I used to do, what else? When he was 5 years old, I'll put him in a Texas cloverleaf. Like now he sees me main eventing a pay-per-view of TNA for the TNA World Title against Nick Nemeth.
Let's go.
It's different. That shit hit different. It hit different.
Yeah, respect. Absolutely. Yeah. And so one last question. So win or lose, what's to come next for AJ Francis after TNA Final Resolution?
Sure. I'm winning, first of all. And on top of me winning, like I'm I'm ready to take TNA to another stratosphere um where they used to be,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
TNA used to sell out 10,000, 15,000 seat arenas back in
Every
the
year.
days of Sting and Kurt Angle and,
Yeah.
the early days of TNA
AJ Styles.
and
Oh, yeah.
AJ Styles, all those guys. So like, and like the show that we had at Slammiversary is the biggest show that TNA did in the last decade.
Mm,
So, and the show that we had for Bound for Glory was the biggest show in America that we've had in the last decade.
yeah.
So we're on the rise. We're the hottest company in wrestling, and I want to show when I was in when I was in WWE, I was like a backup offensive lineman.
Hmm.
I was there when they needed me.
Yep. Yep.
I'm a quarterback.
It's time. It's time.
And it's time for me to show you that not only am I a quarterback, but I'm a Super Bowl winning quarterback. I'm the
Yeah.
quarterback you need, the quarterback you've always needed.
Yeah. You're not
And
just you're not just a Byron Leftwich. Like
nah,
you
nah,
you like that for real. You
nah. If Byron, I'm not the Byron Leftwich Bucks. I'm the Tom Brady Bucks. You see what I'm
there we
saying?
go. There we go.
Yeah,
Respect.
for sure.
So one more thing. So like you mentioned, I wanted to ask you about this. I don't know how you're going to answer this, but like with the new partnership, I mean, is there any inkling at all that you could possibly at least make an appearance on WWE? And would that be something you would be excited about with this new partnership? Because as you've seen,
But yeah, I
people
mean,
are going back and forth.
I would love to do some work at NXT and go back to WWE. That would be great. I'd love to be in the Royal Rumble, but that they got my number.
Mhm.
Like they had it the
Waiting
two
that
times
call.
they fired my ass. Like
So if they do, what would be something, if you were able to pick, what would be something you'd want to do right away if they called you?
um, I'd love to help Montez and Docs and BFAB because
Ooh,
they seem to be getting jumped and getting their ass whooped,
yeah.
and they need a little backup. I'd love to come help Ashante. You know, he got a little love triangle situation going on, and I've seen how that pans out for a lot of men.
Yeah.
So I'd love to
Not
be there
good.
to
Not
have
good.
that. I'd love to be there to have my brothers back in that situation.
Yeah.
Um, you know, I think it would be cool to, add another credible challenger for Trick. You
Ooh.
know, Trick is in the
Ooh.
middle of a very great NXT title run,
Yes.
and it's looking like he's about to face Obafemi, which is cool. But I'd love to wrestle Obafemi.
Right.
Obaf
Ooh, give me
Obafemi
that. Give me that.
Obafemi be bullying these boys. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm
Yeah.
bigger than Oba.
Pick on someone his own size
Yeah, no, pick up someone bigger than him.
or
Yeah,
bigger. Yeah.
they don't have he don't have nobody else bigger than him. Like I said, I'm making heavyweights great again, right?
Right.
So it's like there's a lot of there's a lot of things that could be really cool. When I go back, I would love to fight AJ Styles for the right to be named AJ. You know
Mm,
that you know,
mm.
and I would love that. There's a million things that I could do, but at the end of the day, like until they make the call, like.
Yeah. I'm hoping that this title match you get, they see it and they give you the call because, underappreciated, like I'm sure you already know.
Hmm.
Got a big match. I'm very excited for you, brother. That's why I reached out to you, wanted to get this going. Friday, December 13th, Center Stage, Atlanta, Georgia, y'all. TNA Final Resolution. Nick Nemeth
Sold out.
sold out. AJ Francis versus Nick Nemeth for the TNA title. We'll see who wins. AJ, appreciate you for coming on, brother. Appreciate it. Good luck.
Appreciate you, dog.